Y'all, oh my gosh. I swear. The devil is a liar, but I'm not letting y'all know how I work. Don't nothing stop me. So we back. We back. Let's go. Get in here. Let's go. I need y'all in here. Let's go. Sorry. This has been a day. We're back. Let's go. Support. When you have real supporters, nothing gets you down. Nothing stops you. Nothing stops you. I love y'all. We back to it. This is the Financial Wealth Masterclass. Y'all already know the devil is a liar, but so the 14-day deletion method, right? Remember, we stage our credit report. Remember, we let me drop this for y'all so y'all can see the mentorship, the academy. Real quick, the academy is on pre-sale right now. So I'm only taking 10 people at this very moment. And when it actually opens up outside of our 10 people, it will be 2,500. So you guys want to take advantage of this now. But I did not do this webinar to even, talk about that. I really want you guys to learn, and I really want y'all to start working on y'all credit repair. Okay. So again, back to the 14-day method, right? So with the 14-day method, we already staged our credit report, right? We already fixed all of our personal information. We have already opted out of the secondary credit bureaus. Now we're literally going to send our 609 letter backdated 14 days. So today is the 28th. We're going to send that letter out with the date on it as the 14th. And no, we are not sending this certified, because certified mail puts a date on it. We do not want them to know the actual date that they are going to receive this, or the actual date that we actually sent this, right? So we don't want to leave no timestamp, no recollection, because if we backdated 14 days, that's what we want them to believe, because we're trying to trick them. Again, with credit repair, it's all about finding inaccuracies in your report, finding things that are wrong, finding things that just small things. So with us backdating 14 days, and we know that they have 13 days, they're probably going to move a little slower, and they're not going to put this letter at the number one priority. Yes, the letter should be signed. You should definitely sign your letters. It makes it super real. I sign all of my letters. Yes. So when it comes down to, like I said, backdating, because you backdated, you're not giving them that full 30 days. And with that, 95% of the time, their responses are going to be late. So in 14 days, you're going to send a demand and comply letter with the collection company if they haven't responded, or if they haven't taken the items off of your credit report in that 14 days. So 14 days after that, we're sending out a demand and comply letter if we don't see no removals, or we don't even get a response, which a lot of the times you're not going to get a response in 14 days because they think they have 30, right? Next, you're going to go to the CFPB, which again, I told you guys is the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau. This is the protection for consumers, which are us. So when these credit bureaus think that they can do whatever, or these debt collection agencies think they can just stick anything on our credit, a lot of the times they're actually doing it very illegally, but because we don't know, we're not able to fight them. So CFPB is everyone's boss when it comes down to the creditors, Experian. When it comes down to the debt collectors, the CFPB is going to override and overrule everything. So be very familiar with them, and utilize them as your best friend in helping you actually win your disputes. So we're going to file a complaint with them against Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. We're going to basically saying they're not complying to their own policies in a timely manner, which means that they didn't respond to us in 30 days, but we only really gave them 14. And that is literally the overall method when it comes down to disputing your credit report in a 14-day method. It's all about backdating that 609 letter and only giving them 14 days, finding that mishap, and literally going, sending that demand and comply letter. After you send the demand and comply letter, you're going to send all of that information to the CFPB, letting them know that they're not complying and they're not responding in a timely manner, and that this should be taken off your credit report. And that's literally how it really works with the 14-day method. And honestly, you can get about 60 to 70% of the negative items removed from your credit report utilizing this process. Drop some fire in the comments if tomorrow morning you guys are going to be staging your credit report, which means y'all calling Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. Y'all updating y'all personal information. Then you're going to LexisNexis, SageStream, Innovis, CoreLogic, ARS. You guys are going to opt out and freeze your credit information. Then we are going straight to the 609 letter, backdated 14 days, and we're going to send this to Equifax, Experian, or TransUnion, or whatever we have inaccuracies, hard inquiries. We have collections or anything that you want to dispute off your credit report. I need to see some fire in the comments because that's very spicy, and no one is telling you guys how to literally hack the credit repair system in 14 days, right? So alongside of that, of course, like I said, there's so many different ways to dispute. There's so many different letters. I don't see no fire in the comments. Y'all know I need my energy. Y'all know I need energy. But alongside of that, there are a few more hacks, like I said, that you guys can take advantage of. I know everybody have different scenarios with their credit. Again, you guys can book consultations with me. I highly recommend joining my mentorship. It is like crazy in there. But alongside of that, so we can really see where you guys are at and we can literally design a roadmap for you. But again, always, no matter if you're doing 14-day or you're doing basic dispute, you always want to update your personal information, right? So again, I always recommend calling first. If for some reason calling don't work, which I've never seen that done, if calling don't work, then you're going to just mail them the basic dispute letter, or you could just put that information in the 14-day method, which I just taught y'all, and I highly always recommend the 14-day method. It's just so much more accurate. When it comes down to fighting bankruptcies and judgments, which I know is very hard to get off your credit report, but it's all about using the 609 letter and the validation of debt letter. She said it didn't work for me. And, you know, sometimes it happens. It's all about the verbiage. Like, what are you saying? Because someone cannot argue with you as far as how your name is spelled. This is your name. So if I'm telling you, you guys have my name inaccurate, then it is inaccurate. But it's all about knowing the consumer law as well. We have actual laws in place, like 15 USC Code E, line 2 BC. Like, there's different codes that are in place for us to put in these letters to literally fight them as consumers. And these are things that we learn in my mentorship program. These are things that you have access to when you have my products. It's not enough time for me to go through every single thing and knick-knack about it with you guys on this masterclass. I would love to be here with you guys for 24 hours if we can, right? But I just want to show you guys just temporary basic steps that you can use. But for whoever calling and updating your personal information did not work for, if you guys have my book, y'all already know, go straight to the basic dispute letter, or in the 14-day method in that 609 letter, put that in your letter as well. And all of that information should be updated when your scores refresh. Okay. So when it comes down to late payments, again, y'all know we want to have that 100% payment history. So when it comes down to late payments, I always recommend calling. Anytime you call to do something, it's going to make it go faster because they don't have to wait for the letters to come in the mail. You don't have to wait for a representative to read it, see it, side with you. It's no back and forth fighting. It's kind of more of a fast track breeze. So anything you actually can do over the phone, I always recommend. So if you have late payments with companies, I recommend calling that company and asking, do they have any forgiveness programs? Can they, you know, things were going on at this time. It was a pandemic or whatever the case may be. Do you guys have any forgiveness programs? Can you guys help me update this on my credit report, right? If the first representative say no, if first you don't succeed, try again. Try 3 times. Get 3 no's before you be like, you know what? I'm just going to send in a letter. And you can literally send in a goodwill letter, and then you can send that letter into the CFPB for assistance, which again is their boss, is their head honcho, which is literally going to help you get these things removed off your credit report, right?